Welcome to East Meets West Qigong. I call these movements East Meets West Qigong because I believe that if we use the knowledge from both East and West and integrate the movements with synchronized breathing patterns, we can enhance our own health. The word Qigong can be broken into two parts. Chi means the vital energy or life force that flows through our bodies. Gong is usually translated into work or a skill that is cultivated through steady practice. There are many different Qigong styles, and within these styles there are thousands of exercises. Tai Chi is one of them. They all have one thing in common. They involve posture, moving, stationary or sitting, breathing techniques, and mental focus. In East Meets West Qigong, I have combined 25 soft flowing movements that are easily learned on both the left and right sides. Once we learn these movements, we combine them into a soft, continuous flowing form, which will reduce stress, build stamina, help with balance and coordination, and strengthen the immune system. My goal is to encourage people to slow down, breathe deeply, relax the whole body, and enjoy a new way of exercising. Let East and West meet in these joyful movements, bringing peace and harmony within you and those around you. Welcome, I'm Marlene. What I'd like to do today, for just a change, I would like to get you relaxed a little bit. Normally this is how I start my classes, so what I like to do is just kind of what I call it taking inventory of my body. So what I do, again, feet are shoulder width apart, make sure your spine is straight and there's softness behind your knees, so relax your shoulders. And sometimes it's easier when you close your eyes. I will not close my eyes today, but for you, if you would like to, just close your eyes and smile into your eyes. It kind of loosens up the upper part of your face. Just kind of gives you the smile and a happy outlook. Relax your tongue and relax your jaw. And then take your awareness down to your shoulders. A lot of times we have a lot of tension in our shoulders. So just really relax the shoulders all the way down the arms to your fingertips. Make sure there's no tension there, and especially the shoulder blades also, because a lot of times we stick our chest out, you don't want the shoulder blades together. It's kind of a real relax. It's almost like a concave posture. It's more like you're reaching around something. Let's visualize you're reaching around a person that you really like a lot and hug them. So you can feel the shoulders going open and relaxing the whole upper body. Take your awareness to your belly. Make sure that you don't hold your belly in, because a lot of times we have tension in the belly too because we're holding our breath or sucking it in too deep. Really relax, just let go. Take your awareness down to your quads now, and to your knees, and to your shins and the top of your feet. And then take your awareness to the top of your head again, the back of your head, your shoulders, lower back and buttocks. If your knees are not slightly bent, you're going to be really tense in your buttocks and your hamstrings. So really keep that softness in the spine straight and take your awareness all the way down to the soles of your feet. And then concentrate on your breath. Don't change your breath. Whatever you naturally do, breathing in and out. A lot of times we're not aware of how we're breathing in and out. So again, take your awareness to the natural breath. You can keep your eyes closed, whatever you like to do. You can sit down doing this, or you can stand up, whichever it is you want to do. And then just listen to your breath, feel your breath. Does the breath have a sound? Whatever you want to do, but don't change it. This is how you naturally breathe. Do about 4 or 5 at your own pace, because I can't tell you how fast you should go, because your natural breath is your own. And then we're going to go down to the dantian and concentrate on the belly again, on the dantian. And as I inhale and exhale, visualize that small balloon in the dantian. And as I exhale, the balloon now deflates. Again, if you like to keep your eyes closed, it's quite all right. If you like to keep your hands by your belly, so you can feel if that little balloon inflates and if it deflates, Remember, you want to breathe in and out through your nose, so you don't want to do mouth breathing right now. But just feel. Again, go at your own pace. I can't tell you inhale, 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 because you may be very uncomfortable, or you might even inhale longer than I do. So whatever you're comfortable with, you do it at your own pace. Keep your hand on the belly. All you would like to feel is, as the breath flows in, you may want to count to 4 mentally, or to 4 out again mentally. Pick a number and see if you can find that rhythm as you're inhaling and exhaling, and totally relaxing your body. And then once you're all done with it, I would like you to just open your eyes if they were closed, and then raise your hands up and inhale. And then exhale. Softly float down. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale, softly flow down. Again, try to go with the breath, just to relax your body before you start the movements. And we may even want to go up and stretch a little bit. Hold that stretch and go on the balls of your feet if you can. And then softly go flat-footed. Take the arms down, palms down. Turn the palms up. Move forward. Connect the hands, bring them in towards the chest and stretch them up, and stretch that upper back a little bit too. So if you're really tight there, that's really going to stretch it nicely. Now we're going to go straight up again. The hands are going to go down, palms up. One more time, forward, back, and stretch that upper back once more. This time we're going to come up again and release the hands on the balls of the feet one more time. Go flat-footed as the hands go to the side, and move them behind and stretch those pecs out a little bit. Really push them out. And that stretches really nice up here. And then just relax your body. Move your shoulders back a little bit. Loosen the shoulders. And then loosen them forward. So these are warm-up exercises I normally do before I do classes. We just kind of loosen up. And then we're going to take the chin down and the chin up. Ear to shoulder. Leave your shoulders down. Opposite side. And remember, you can do as many as you want. And then come straight forward and take your chin, move it forward. Circle it down towards your chest. And slowly up again. Let's do that one more time. And so these are all different neck exercises that you can do if you're really tight in the shoulders and the neck. This one here is a really good one. And remember, again, it's your body, so only go as far down as you comfortably can go. Look over the shoulder. You can feel the muscles again and really moving something different. And if I take my chin down across the chest and look over the other shoulder, again, I can feel a different motion and movement in my neck. So these are just kind of different things you can do. You can warm up your wrists a little bit because you're going to do wrist exercises also. So warm up those wrists. Again, just rotate the wrists around and then let them go. You want to loosen up the body, kind of rotate your hips. Just kind of, you can hold your hands here if you want to, and then loosen them up the other way around. And then the knees are really fun to do. Again, if you have bad knees, be careful. If you cannot go down and reach the knees with your hands, kind of go up here, but I'd like you to just kind of move them a little bit if you can. If you're staying in a chair, remember you can just lift the knee up a little bit and then rotate actually the knees sitting in a chair, and you can rotate the ankle too. So you can do the same thing sitting in a chair. You don't need to stand up. But here when you're standing up, you rotate the knees, and I don't want you looking down with the neck like that. Just kind of be comfortable and then reverse them. And you normally do 3 or 4 on each side. And then just for fun, you open the legs up and come up and close them. You go down, open the legs up, close them, and then reverse it. So these are all kind of neat ones, and just you don't get bored all the time just doing different exercises. Then there is one that you can loosen up the ankle. If you're already good at standing on one leg, this is great. Remember, when you're staying on one leg, bend the knee that you're going to put all the weight on, lift the leg and rotate that ankle. Again, move it on both ways. You reverse the circle too. If you cannot do that, watch my foot. You would like to not put the foot out here because it's not really too hard to move the ankle, but if you put the opposite foot where there's no weight on, right by the heel, and a little bit out, it's so much easier. See how much motion I have here? So you can really move it and reverse it again. And then you would do it on both sides. So these are just kind of warm-ups that you can do, breathing exercises to relax your body. and then you normally go into the movement. So let's just for today do the first movement. So we bow and we relax. The feet are now shoulder width apart. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to exhale. Really enjoy this one because you've been doing it so many times now. The hands come up, and the shoulders drop, the elbows drop. Now the left foot comes in, and you namaste. Spirit in me greets the spirit in you. Once more, the spine has to stay straight. Softness behind your knees. And if you feel any tingling or any shaking in your hands, once you get these doing a lot of times, again, remember, it's natural. That's your internal energy, the internal energy that all of us have that flows within our bodies, all of our bodies. Some of us, it flows a little bit better because we've been doing a lot of exercises. Some of you, remember, it's there for you. So with the exercises you're doing, eventually you will get some back again, okay? Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's review what we did the last session. And just go through a couple of them, and then we'll go through some new ones today. The first one, again, the feet are at an angle. Try not to have them at 12 o'clock. The only one we have them towards 12 o'clock or straight ahead is when we're doing the opening. After that, the feet are always going slightly out. Watch, feel your hip flexors. If you push the toe forward where it goes straight, this side closes up. This is more open. So when I open this up a little bit, that's where I want to feel real comfortable. I don't want to pull on the lower back. And then I'm by my knees, my spine is straight. I now make up my mind which side I want to go forward first. Normally in the Qigong exercises, even in Tai Chi, all the exercises I've ever done, we always have gone forward with the left foot, and I'm not exactly sure why it's the left foot, but we go forward with the left. So I'm going to, again, extend my left heel. The toe is up, so you don't want to bring your foot forward and flop into it. It is a bending, spine straight, and then take your heel and extend it. The toe is up. And as I shift through or glide forward, see how the knee now goes over that toe and pushes the toe down. I can still see my toe here though. As I go back, now my back leg is totally straight, not locked in. Now I'm going to have to take away from here. So I'm going to start bending the back. And just because our heel isn't up, if you had the heel up, then you could push it back. But that's not the way it is. You always have to keep your heel firmly rooted on the floor there. So bend the knee and glide back. And then go forward again. So again, this is very important that you learn this. If I go back, watch, I don't come back with this knee still bent. I have to bend the back leg, and then it's easy to bring this foot back and come back to my natural position again. So that's the footwork that's very important, and I'd like you to practice this. The pattern again, when we're starting to go hang all of them together, once we have a whole bunch of them, we're going to hang them together without stopping. So if I go forward here, I glide back, I touch or post, I go to the side. Now watch, the weight is now on my left leg, so I post the right toe and I'm going to extend the right, go forward, back, I'm going to post and go to the right side. So this will be the pattern, a constant pattern of moving back and forth, posting, going to the side, posting, going forward. So if you can see the pattern, it's actually two L shapes, reversed a little bit. So this is how you're going in and out. So let's review one of them that we did, a couple of them that we did last week. The knee heel extends again, toe up, and the shoulders are going to come up. The weight is on the back leg. As I go forward, the shoulders move up a little bit. As I go back, the shoulders move down a little bit. Only isolating the shoulders. There's some exercises that you're actually isolating every muscle and every joint in your body. And this is part of it. I inhale. Again, remember the breath now sets the tempo of your movements. So I don't want to be too fast. I inhale and I exhale. Now I only want to isolate my elbows. So again, I'm using my elbows. See how the hands so softly almost come together? And then as I back up, the hands just move down. Feel your elbows rotating. Not your wrists, not your shoulders. But remember when you do that, all those muscles are also connected to your shoulders and to your wrists. So you'll feel them a little bit, but the main one goes here. Now I'm shifting back, I post and I go straight up. And the hands are going to up and down. Again, the breath sets the tempo. I inhale and I exhale. So make the body move slowly up and down. Now I'm going to go forward again. I'm going to go back down, up, down, inhaling, exhaling, only the elbows, in, out, in, out. Let's do one more. I'm going to bring the foot back and only the wrists, straight up and down, straight up and down. And that's the last one. So this is a review of the last one we did, and then we also went into this just very lightly, embrace the heart. If you remember the Laogong spots, if you take your hands and you take your middle finger and bend it about like this, and that's approximately, you can feel it. If you play with your hands there, you can really feel if you find that energy spot. So I'm going to try to keep my hands together like this on top. Visualize it comes from here, to here, to here, to here. That's where the energy comes through your hands, and you will eventually feel it, especially in this one when you pull the hands apart. You can really feel that warmth and everything. So as you're coming here, going forward, the hands are going to come back very slightly, and then they turn and push down. The body moves forward, the hands come forward. The body now moves back, and then the hands just kind of come around and drop. So it's kind of like a small, soft circle. When I come back, the weight is on the right leg, the foot comes back, and then I rise up, and now the hands change place. And I sink again, I'm ready for the other leg, for the right leg. Going back and forward. Just again, remember the gliding, keeping the spine straight. Try not to move with the upper body. It's just a soft coming back and moving down. So these are the last two we have learned. So now we're going to to one that I call windmill. This is a fun one. The feet by now you're probably a lot more comfortable with, so you're going straight down. The hands are going to come approximately, not quite shoulder width apart, maybe about a foot apart. And if you watch my elbows, let me get these sleeves back so you can see my elbows better, because we have a tendency to roll back like this or go back like this. I don't want this to be a shoulder exercise. This is just visualize a windmill, and the wind blows through it. Watch my elbow now. Come on, stay up. As the hand is fully almost extended, the elbow just bends and brings the hands up again. So it's more of an elbow exercise again. And I go forward. And as the body goes back, see how the hands just kind of drop? But they don't pull back in the back. They just go forward, they drop. And now bend the elbows. And see how they come up again. So it's a very soft back and forth. Inhaling and then exhaling down. The last one when I come back, watch how close I stay low again and I come up, inhale, exhale, and it gets me ready for the next leg. And again, inhale, exhale down. So be careful with your elbows that you do not pull them back like this and do this kind of big windmill thing. It is just, again, remember the arms go for a ride. Just relaxing and softly moving. And let's bring it back. Weight comes all the way on the left leg. Now bring the right foot back and finish the movement. So this is called the windmill. Okay? After that, we're going to do one of them that's a little bit harder. It's called double bird beak. Again, if you watch my hands, a bird beak is kind of like you're grabbing it and making a beak. See how the wrist is really kind of soft here? So I make two bird beaks. When I go forward with my left foot, the left hand is on top. And again, we're working with that energy center again. So make this beak not touching, but close enough so when I come up and rise up, and then watch the hands, how they float down and open up. And then they rise up again. So let the hands float down all the way and coming back again, all the way up. And then when we do the transition, the hands are going to come sweeping like this, and they're going into bird beaks again and come with the opposite hand up and down. So let's now hang it together with the feet, okay? From here, rest, extend the left foot, and the left hand is on top. As I go forward, the wrists, see how the wrists are bent? Open up and float down, right on top of each other. You would like to not go like this and float out like that. Try to stay close together if you can. If it's too hard for you in the beginning, it's okay if you don't go quite close enough. Inhaling up and exhaling down. And you will feel the heat a lot of times between your hands there. As I come back, The hands are now down like this, and the foot is going to come back, and watch the hands just kind of sweep a little bit to the body and come right in this position and go straight up again. Now inhale, and now the opposite hand is on top. So these are actually not very hard to do, and just relax with it. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Let's try one more. And slowly come back down and then sweep. So this one is called double burpee, and it's not a really hard one to do. Let's go try one of them that's a little bit harder to do. So we'll spend a little bit more time today and on the next one, because this is called press, pull, and circle. So let's just do an exercise for the hands. We're going to make 2 circles with the hands, and normally there's a movement that a lot of you have probably seen in T'ai Chi Chuan or Tai Chi, where people are really high up and you see them moving like this. Well, we're not going to go up this high. We're going to move more the energy in our belly here. So we're going to actually take the hand, top hand, no higher than the solar plexus area. And the bottom hand, if you watch, it comes almost groin level. It's almost fully extended. What I normally say is, like when we stay up on the face here, wash the face and scoop the water. So watch my hand as it comes. It palm is in and it faces me. Now watch how the wrist turns, and I'm going to scoop, like a scoop water. And I'm going to wash my belly again. I'm going to go down, scoop the water, and wash the belly. Now we have 2 hands. Let's try it with the right hand too, because eventually they're going to have to both go on the same time. So we're going to go with the right hand now. Make your feet again into a longer, wider stance. And just as your weight shifts over to the right, watch the hand goes to the right side. Now watch my wrist, how it eases up. And it scoops the water or scoops something. And my body will take the hand across again. When it gets to here, it turns and the palm is facing me again. And then it scoops, goes to here, and goes across. So one more time, the opposite hand. It scoops, it comes across. Now we're going to try both hands. Start on your right side. The right hand is out like this, and the left hand is going to come up. And watch my elbow. It's coming right straight up, so they really trade places over here. This one goes down, and this one comes up, and then it goes flat. So it's facing my body. This one scoops, so it becomes the scooper. So as I take it across with the body, see, I have not moved independently with the hands. The body takes it across, but now I have to trade places. So what I do is turn slightly from the waist to the left. The left hand goes down and the right hand comes up a little bit. Now it can scoop to the other side again. Turn from the waist and they trade places. The right hand is down, left hand is facing my body, shifting across. And pretty soon you get the rhythm, and then don't think about it anymore, because then it's going to really get you messed up. Let me show you something, how a lot of us, when we first learn, all of a sudden our hand comes this way. Uh-oh, something isn't working right here. You should never see your hand with the fingertips coming towards you like that. They should always pull away from you, circle out and go down again. So as soon as you see one hand coming back. A lot of times when I watch my classes, I think what's happening is we either forget that we have 2 hands, or both hands don't make a big enough circle, and then we forget that one of them has to be low and high. And all of a sudden, there's no distinction between the 2, so both of them are going this way. And that's probably what happens then. So try to make a distinction. One is really low, one is really higher. And as you're shifting, just relax with it. Okay, let's go to the whole movement now. The movement starts again with the left foot. I'm going to connect the hands. If you watch again, this hand, the left hand is really, the wrist is very relaxed as I go forward and press. Then I'm going to separate the hands and hold the ball about this size. I'm going to shift the weight back, and the ball comes to my right hip. I'm going to bring my left toe back. That means the left hand is now high and the right hand is low. I'm going to go to the left side and circle. Now I'm done finished on this side. Let's do it on the other side. Go forward with the right. Press. Release it and make a ball. Pull it down to your left hip. Bring the right foot back, post. Right hand is high, left hand is low. Go to the right. And just trade places again. easy. Okay, let's go forward again with the left. Press, pull, circle. And we do normally 3. And then I go forward again. Press, pull, touch. See how my right foot is not touching? That means my right hand is on top. That maybe help you a little bit. So my body takes it over to the right, tray places with the hands. My left hand is on top when my body goes to the left. So these are some little things that you can tell yourself that maybe is easier for you to remember. Just softly flowing back and forth. Let's do one more to the left and then one more to the right. Left foot is in, left hand is on the outside. Press. Separate the hands. Bring them down to the right hip. The weight will bring it back, so you need to shift the weight back to your right leg. Now post the left toe and watch the left hand is higher than the right. So I'm going to the left. They tray places. I'm going to the right. And just relax with it. Remember, it's not the hands that will do the part. It's the body, the lower body, that will move the hands. And then they just go for a ride. Now we're going to go forward, post, connect the hands. The left hand is on the inside, the right hand is on the outside. Press forward, separate, pull the body back. The hands are going to come to your left hip now. So the left hand is now going to be on the bottom and the right hand is on the top because I'm going to the right. And softly just turn. And so this is called press, pull, and circle. It's something that takes a little while because it's really not an easy move to learn, but it's a lot of fun once you really relax because you can inhale, exhale, and it just kind of float with the hands. And it's really not very hard to do. So this is what, let's just go back to the very beginning one more time, to the ones that we have done earlier. We're going to go from here and hang them all together so you can see what it looks like, okay? Circle in circle. Remember, inhale, keep your body straight, elbows down. Bring the foot back, only the wrists. Inhaling, give yourself the time. Forward again. Just relax. Elbows. I'm not going to do a lot of talking. I'm just going to let you kind of relax and see what happens as you're moving with me, and hopefully just let it go. Out. Let's do one more. Embrace the heart. Slow it down with me. Just relax with it. And these are the movements that then, once you individually learn, you can hang them together, and eventually we will have one 25 movement form that will take approximately 25 minutes. Stay low. Rise, hands straight, sink. Go forward, softly retreat. Keep the softness and continuity within your body, never stopping, inhaling and exhaling and relaxing. This time come back, sink, and then come up. From here we're going to go to windmill. Sink, inhaling, out, bring your weight back, stay low, up, down, press, pull, circle. Press, pull, circle. Press, pull, circle. And once more, pull, circle. You normally do 3, and on the 4th one you normally turn and go to the next one. So this will give you a little bit of a pattern. We go 3, and we only count one side. You don't count both sides. So this will be 3 here. So I'm going to release it and press it, pull it, and circle and finish it that way with this kind of move. Next week I'm going to have a picture for you to trace, because it's going to be called yin and yang, and it's a little bit a hard one because the pattern is a little bit hard to trace. So we'll have the picture that you can follow it. And I thank you again for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and that you're getting a little bit better with it. Remember, just do the best you can, and if it doesn't always work out, that's no big deal, so don't worry about it. We learn to relax and have fun with it. I thank you for joining me again today, and until next time, namaste.